Hello, and welcome to Space Engineers. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Well, actually 1 minute according to the timer, so that's good to know. Just loading up the game, and then we can get right in there. Yeah, as this flare text says, we're gonna build our little shuttle mining vehicle and see how that turns out. Okie dokie. Doom, 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 doom. I can, I guess, make a list of mods that I'm using in case someone is interested. I can put them on YouTube in the description of the video when I upload it there. So I did a little bit of work between these two sessions, the previous one and this one. Not too much, just a little bit of framework and preparations for what's to come, and a little bit of planning. All in all, it's a step forward, but could be that it needs to be revised. What is the word? Have to look into it and maybe change it. No, well, there it is. Yep. So the plan is to have 6 Gatling turrets on the roof, followed by some solar panels. I did not solar panels, wind turbines. I did a test to find out if I need a tower, the 15-foot pole or 15-meter pole, to make the most out of the wind, but it turns out I don't actually have to. The level of the roof is enough to get the maximum output. Okay, so here we are. You can see a little bit, not much because it's nighttime at the moment. So let's just let everything load in. It's going to be a bit. Let's open our inventory. Come on. No? Don't crash on me. There we go. So one thing I did was I upgraded my tools because I have the Cobalt, so I can go straight to the Mark III or Tier 3 tools. I'm fairly certain I dropped off that ammunition into this one. I also made a bunch of these and these and these, mostly for what do you call it? We're sleeping. That's mostly to make internal blocks, and sun's up. So this test here on those two, I can show you, and this is where ships are going to land on top. It's straight, perfectly aligned with this one. So if we go over to the batteries, I also built this one, my medical station, which means that this one can now be moved. I don't need it here anymore. Batteries, yes. If you check on wind, So max and current, the wind clearance is optimal, wind speed is 80. So these are the two wind tests. They're exactly the same, which means that by not having that pole sticking up and just having this, I can actually make this work. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to build the miner. But first we're going to build a couple more of these things. We need a power, I guess, production. We go here, we build 2 of those. We're a bit low on magnesium, but we have made 111 out of 200 units of the thingamabob. The ammunition for the Gatling turrets. And now we're going to go to mountain base. We don't need the entrances. Just so I don't forget. Actually, I probably don't need all 4. Come on, get back in there. I only need 2, I guess. Okay. Okay. And then we go to, what's the name of it? It's a remote block, right? The remote control. Control. We set the battery to auto. Engines on. And then we make our way to the mountain base. Drop this off. If we crash, but we're not supposed to, so should be good to go here. There. It's early morning, so should be able to make it safely. Okay, pick up some speed, please. So let's see, we have 2 bunkers down there. We have a defense station and Serenity. Now the Serenity is a ship up there. We definitely don't want to fly into that one. Well, we might. We are closing in on it, which is not a good thing. Okay, let's just activate all the engines. Nah. Should be able to make it. Without getting too close. Yeah. So we will put this over here. We don't really need to bury it in the cave because the way the pirates and all that is set up, the AI, I think, is that they will not really interfere with anything going on the planet unless it's near where you are as a player. So this one should be safe over here as a backup, but it might not. And then it's definitely game over. But I still feel like for now it's a safer thing to have it over here, far away from my base. As it is now, I do have a medical station over there, so if I get attacked while I'm at the base and killed, I will spawn there, so I can quickly go back out and die again or something. But if this entire base is taken out because I don't have my Gatling turrets up, which is probably what I should build next. But I do need more magnesium, yeah. So for now, I will build a miner first, and then we will go mine for ores. I don't know if you noticed, but I already placed some yield modules on the refinery, along with a power efficiency module. So as it is right now, or actually right now, I'm able to still gain power from the wind turbines, even though both the refinery and the assembly is being used. And the more yield or speed modules you put on your stuff, the more energy it's going to use. So you need to offset that with power efficiency modules. But for me, the yield is more important, because 2 full loads, like, I don't know, 5,000 units of magnesium ore is still not enough to make 200 units of 5.56 caliber ammunition. I think that it's on the other side of that mountain. We could have settled down there. Don't know what's down there though. It's a flat green land, but it's surrounded by mountains, so it's probably not a good spot to settle down. We have enough power, not need to worry about that. I still think we need to get past this mountain range, so we should definitely try and get up. Okay, and there's another Space Pirate supply cache. We'll try and avoid that. Not sure how much power I would have left if I just leave this just with the survival kit running, just someplace. I mean, it would function, but again, once they run out of power, it runs out of power. Don't know if the solar panel on the top would be enough to power it up, to make sure there is enough battery power as it is. So we have a supply center. I'm always wary about attacking those installations, or any pirate installation, or things of that nature. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Closing in on the mountain base, only 5.5 kilometers out. Yeah, the forward thrust there is not enough to keep us from not going forward when we tilt forward. So let's mark the horizon. Check our altitude. Need to get a little bit closer. You can see the light from the base now. That's good. Slowly, gently getting in there. So again today I rolled the dice to see which game I was gonna stream, and I rolled a 1, which doesn't really mean much to anybody. But what I did was that I wrote down the 3 games that I play, which is Space Engineers, Satisfactory, and No Man's Sky. And I decided to roll a d12, which is a 12-sided die. And I put them down like Space Engineers, No Man's Sky, Satisfactory, Space Engineers, No Man's Sky, Satisfactory, blah 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 blah. 4 times each, and then I rolled the dice, and I saw which number ended up. So yesterday it was number 5, which corresponded with No Man's Sky, so I played that. And today it was number 1, which corresponded with Space Engineers, so I'm streaming that. But on Monday it's back to Satisfactory, because it's only Thursday and Friday that I will do the dice roll thing, unless I add games to the repertoire. There's always an option. We have a few different games to choose from. Sort of toying a little bit with the idea to maybe add Farming Simulator 2019. So before we park this one or hook this up, I just want to see what happens. We turn off the engine, ready to lock, and then we check battery. 6 hours. It still has an input from the solar. Okay. So well, doesn't matter. We hook it up to the battery here. And now we check the battery. We're fully recharged, and this one is fully depleted 1 day, which basically means that it's never going to deplete, right? Battery. Why do you have a current output? What is it that you're running? Oh. Okay, we go back to Lake Basic. We could stop by that unknown signal along the way. We still have some time for it. Wow. Don't know if it's worth it though. Should probably just keep going back to work, I think. So there is a game out on the Epic Store, which looks interesting. It's called Snow Runner, something like that. The physics is nice. You basically get tasked to do certain jobs in a small town in America, and you have to use the proper vehicle to do it. Like someone is stuck, in a lake, so you have to use one of your vehicles, the right type of vehicle, to get him out of the lake. But to get to the lake, the terrain is less than favorable, so to say, with a lot of muddy roads, or sometimes not even roads, and things of that nature. It's sort of like Mud Runner, but with snow. As I said, it looks nice. I don't have it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it either. It's could be fun, but then again, it might be a bit linear, depending on if you are into that type of game or not. I like games that offers you a lot of freedom and open world. Doesn't really hold your hand, so to speak. You may have set of quests or goals that you need to obtain, but how you get there is up to you. Like in this one here, Space Engineers, really the goal is what you make of it. You can spend time if you're good at it, and make things like ships attacking, like what I have installed in the mods, or you can create quests that unlock at certain times depending on what it is that you've been doing, and things like that. And now Splitzer is having a series with his friend Kapak about doing escape from various planets, and I think they set up quests or to make it difficult for themselves by limiting on what it is that they can do and such. And it's very good watching. You learn a lot about the game watching Splitsy play, and he does a lot of tutorials of the game as well, and a bunch of other series that will also help offer you the insight on a good way to play the game. So I like that, the freedom you have in Space Engineers when it comes to what it is you want to do. And then in Satisfactory, the end of the goal there, as of this moment, during being early access and all, and not being fully fleshed out, is just moving forward, build a logistical network that works. Unlock a milestone or two along the way, or unlock milestones to make it easier and also at the same time make it more complicated. To set up routes where your resources are being utilized best, and you try to get rid of the bottlenecks that inevitably shows up as you unlock a new tier or something else. But then you just you clear out the bottleneck, redesigning your base, things like that. But you have a large map at your disposal that you can play at. You can't deform the terrain, and the explosive device that you have is very limited. It can basically just blow up cracked rocks, which is silly. I wish that it could blow up a bit more. You cannot kill all the creatures, only those that is considered hostile towards you. So it has some limitations, but it still offer you a lot of freedom. And then in No Man's Sky, you have a 4 billion star galaxy to explore as you see fit. You have a storyline to follow or not to follow. You can spend your game time trading, building up your inventory slots, build your bases, do some mining to make resources. Ta-da! Here we go. So I said I was going to do the ship. However, first I need a place to replenish my hydrogen. So we need replenish my hydrogen tanks. These two. So I need an H2O2 generator. So H2, this one. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Now where do we put it? It should be in a place that we can access it easily. Here would not be a bad idea if we just turn it like so, because there is an opening on top, right? There is an opening there, and then you have that one on that side as well as that side. So if you do it like this, it is connected to the thingy, and then if you put this in, nothing will happen because we have no ice. So let's grab one bottle again. Thank you. We take this bottle, and then we go in here, and nothing will happen because we have no ice. So we get some ice. There we go. We have some ice. We land. Put a bottle in, put ice in. Ta-da! There, sorted. That was easy. And yeah, as you see, this is the color scheme. It's this, I don't know, yellowish, goldish, and a blackish color. Basically, this is the tracks where, wheeled vehicles or whatever you're going to keep in mind. However, this one, I'm not actually sure that this one is connected because it doesn't look like it is. Actually, it looks wounded or injured or damaged. Oh. So why are you not connected? Is it because... Okay. Yeah. I guess for some reason it cannot connect to this one, which is weird. It's supposed to be able to. Right? It does show that it's connecting to that one. Let's see if that is the case before we hoist it. And piston, control, piston, piston 2. Let's see, you are moving at... Nothing is happening. Piston. So, let's see, remove this. Remove this. And then this one. Will that one fall off? Are you attached now? You are attached, right? So now it functions. So that means we cannot have those blocks there, which is a shame. What if we do like this? Probably won't make much difference. The blocks will still... Let's do catwalk. Oh, it's not attached to that, it's attached to this one. No, it worked. Try again. Okay, so just need to make sure it's not attached to this one in some fashion. Good to know. Let's do a button panel. Doesn't have to be advanced, just enough so we can see it. And then we set up the button. Well, actually there was this one. Press K, and button number 1 is piston. Where is the piston? Hello, piston. There you are. So this is reverse, and on 2 it's going to be, can I do stop? No, I cannot. I can just decrease the velocity and increase the velocity. Never mind. So definitely goes higher than it needs to, but good. There we go. It's now set up. Now let's clear the, or let's move to second hotbar. Is it Control 2? Shift 2? Yes, Shift 2. So we need a projector. We need a rotor. I don't know if you can hear this, if the microphone's picking it up, but we have a cat meowing outside. It's the stray that is hungry. Let it be. We need light armor blocks. And we need thrusters. These are the thrusters we need. We need a gyroscope. Actually, we don't need to set up all this. We basically just need a small projector. We have the resource for that, and we need a large rotor. So how do we set this up? Well, let's grab some blocks. I want it to be high enough off the ground so I can build it, but at the same time I want to be able to quickly access that one. So let's do this. And then we put the rotor here. I think that should be enough. Get rid of the... okay. and then we use build vision, which is control middle mouse button, and we to attach a small head. I always do the wrong thing when it comes to closing that one. Basically you press shift middle mouse button. But where did it go? I just had a small head, didn't I? Oh, there it is. So this one I don't like. I think it's hard to tell, but if you look at it, see this one has two lines, one up and down, and then let's see, here it is, and this one has like a cross. Those two are determining in which orientation this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be the back orientation. I think that's supposed to be the top orientation. So like this. Wait, that's not the button. That is like so. I think. I always get that mixed up. And we need a button panel or a control panel. Control. Let's get rid of that. Put that here. Grab the components for it. Can't do it on this side because that catwalk is basically taking up this entire block, which is so annoying because you don't feel it when you walk on it. Well, there's a slight bump, but that's it. Okay. Projector blueprints. So I did download this one, the Peco miner or Peco miner, and I did take a blueprint. I did take a screenshot, and it says local BP only, but you know, this is the same computer I'm using. So anyway, this is one we're going to do. So I copied that to the clipboard, and here it is in its ugly. Okay, the projection is in the right order, but now we just need to move it. So how we do that, we take this and do the offsets. So we're going to move it, not that direction. Forward, that's the wrong forward. We're going to move it that way. We're going to pitch it, I think, 180 degrees, yeah. And we see how so where the light is, basically I move it back 2 blocks and then I should be able to mine it. But yeah, it's not a pretty ship, but it's a functioning one. And that's what I go for, because that is the easiest part. So it's -2. So you should be able to do that engine first. Or those two on the side. But what we're going to do is we're going to take one block, we're going to color it screaming yellow, because that's not the sheep. I'm going to put that on the front here. Okay, I need a steel plate. Apparently I don't have that. There we go. And then move the projection again to -3. I think that's good. I can get in underneath and I can just do this. So if we look at it, it's very boxy. And we have like a seat here in the center, open cockpit. a bunch of batteries, and we have some scripts running, and it's set up to be basically flown with the what do you call it, the setup for the controls are already there. So now we show only buildable, and here we go. So we just grab a bunch of, actually I don't want to do that, I want to do this. Thruster. Don't need that anymore. Thruster. How many engines do I have? It's easier to check in here. Motors, we have 339 motors. Should be enough, but can always make more. Let's do another 200 motors. Might have enough of the resources. I build a second container here, which is for my ores. So I should definitely put up some displays. Like I can probably put some, yeah, I can put displays here. I can have 4 displays on this one. Something is injured or wounded or damaged. Yeah, I know why. There we go. How could I run out of fuel that quickly? Well, it's easy when you don't have any in the first place. This is the one that's damaged. So what happened was, wait. This one, I was building that, and then I removed the block that held it in place, and it just came crashing down. So you don't have to go all the way to get that. You can just... There we go. Okay, now we need to get a bunch of, I think, no, not 10, I think 100 of those is enough. And then we do, no. Get more of this. Okay, we need that, we need that and that. That battery as well, that battery and that battery. So doing this by hand is great in a way, because you don't have to build a convoluted machine to get it done. However, The issue is that you might miss a block or two, and that is not fun. But if you have a mining or what do you call it, a welder setup, then that is not an issue. But for now, we just keep grabbing components and building it up as we're able to. No, get up. Didn't I grab that? All components were successfully withdrawn. That's not true. Okay. These red blocks is basically just shields, or to prevent damage to the more important blocks. And the rest here, come on. These are for sorters. And ejectors. Cargo. How can it be empty? I just selected those things. Unless I keep picking on this cargo. Yeah, I guess that's what I've been building on. Let's add that too as well, and let's get started. Let's find it there. Small conveyor. Conveyor sorter. Carrier container. Grab that one, get in here. Conveyor sorter, medium cargo container. Didn't get this one. Camera. And blocks. Some engines. There we go. Atmospheric thrusters. It might seem like overkill having these many thrusters, but trust me, you need it. So this side looks pretty much almost done. Okay, let's get some energy. Using the med kit here or the medical station is much quicker than the survival kit. Light source. Don't know what I picked there, but what do we carry? We carry some stuff. Good. Okay, getting more. Couldn't withdraw certain components. Oh, we're probably missing some, which makes sense. Thrusters on this side. Oh, you're out of motors? How can I be out of motors? Didn't I just build like 300 more? Or am I out of resources for that? Okay, 300 more motors, please. It's daytime. No, it's not. It's nighttime. Okay, keep going here. Almost done. So we need detector component, we need radio component. So let's do 10 of that and 10 of radio components. Production. Let's move you to the first in line. There we go. Still need more engine stuff. Why won't stop lagging out on me? What's this? Programmable block, and oh yeah, 2 of those. One for the refueling script and one for the inventory script. So that's good. Didn't I grab any steel plate? I mean, I do have steel plates. And if steel plate is the starter component needed for the antenna, why are you not building it? Seems like you should, right? Oh, unknown technology. That explains it. So we need to build a beacon. So we select the materials for a small beacon, and then we place it just where it doesn't mix, where it's not in the way, like there. We build it up and we tear it down. we go. Thruster, thruster. Okay, good. Construction component. Let's grab, oh, we already had. So why are you not building it? If you have it in the inventory, build it. So how does it look? Still need some blocks here. There we go. So basically what those ejectors are doing is they're ejecting the stone. As are mine, because don't really need the stones. You need interior plate, okay, we can go do that. This seat is a ARCM cockpit. It's a mod called ARCM. You can do this with the standard vanilla cockpits or flight seats, but I wanted to build something around this. At first, it was decided I wanted it to be sort of like a slim kind of what do you call it? A little machine. I used up all of my steel. I still have plenty of that, so let's make more. But then it didn't work. I had to keep on building to it. So it is what it is. What other components are we missing? We have medkits, we have ammo, we have girders, we have this one, we have this one, we have some motors still. Solar panels, detector unit, yeah, I think we have. Wait, how are we on 700, 225? Yeah, should be good. So let's do 100 of these, 100 of those. Only 108 motors left. Probably need more than that, but yeah. But as my needs grew, I mean, I had the need of a ship that was functional when it comes to getting the resources. So the design had to take, the sleekness had to take a back seat. which I guess is okay. Can always build, by aesthetics later on. $89 more motors.
Energy low.
Come on. Now we take a nap. There we go, sleeping good. Still need to build more motors. I don't know, 400 more. That should do it. We never did finish the camera. That is there. That camera is useful for checking this out, so you're lining it up properly when it comes to landing. What do we have here? A bunch of batteries. Gyroscope. Good. Can't redraw power cells. We don't have enough power cells. Even though I did build a bunch. Let's build another 100. Start with this one in here. Come on. Okay. Any batteries? New. What are we doing? We're building that. Don't need those anymore, or for the moment. Batteries, however, we do need. There we go. Got some batteries. Now again to find that sweet spot. That was not the sweet spot. That was the sweet spot. The reason I'm not building in the floor here is because I don't know if I'm going to use interior walls or light armor blocks. So for now, I'm leaving it like it is till I make that decision. Come on, get me in there. So this is another issue with by building by hand. You might have issues finding the sweet spot. So you get rid of the gyroscope for now. And then we'll build a battery. And then the gyroscope. Strange, isn't it? We had the pieces we needed before to build a gyroscope, but once we tore it down, those pieces went elsewhere. Which is strange because I also had all the pieces I needed for the battery. So I need to build 2 more gyroscopes. I want this thing to be agile, which is a big bonus. It's annoying. Come. Of course, you still need more resources because this build planner thing isn't always functioning the way it's supposed to. Or it's just me that's doing it wrongly. I'm not happy with the color scheme. It doesn't fit with the theme I'm going for at this time. Another battery. Okay. Just finish this one off. Still need more steel plates. So we grab another 100 of those, even though we already had a few. Let's build a battery. Wait. Tear that one down again to build the battery underneath. Then the gyroscope. So we need battery, battery, battery. Yes. Is that enough? We have the light, we have that, we have that. We don't have the flashlight in front. The spotlight, still need resources for that. And this one. I do think that except for the light in the back, this one is done. And as you can see, the hotbar is already set up. So let's go and check. Spotlight is incomplete. Everything else seems to be built. So that's it. So let's build a spotlight in front. And then the thing at the back. Which was another guide light. Wait, this one. Do we have all of those in place? Do now. So what we can do is we can detach it. And we can now build this light. Well, there we go. Get in the cockpit. External view. So it doesn't have much power. Need to add more. But it's very agile. With all these engines that we have on it, let's just get some altitude here. I can tilt, okay, that was not tilt. I can tilt it sideways quite a lot before it starts falling in that direction. At least when it's empty. When it's full, it's a different story. So forward, same thing. Tilted very much, and also I think backwards. Yeah. So it is a secure little ship. It has plenty of storage capabilities. And we take number 5 to look at the camera view, and we have the connector there. So one thing to look forward to, or look for, which I didn't do, is to try and hook this up. Ready? There we go. And now if we look at the batteries, I have one battery that is backup, and then the rest are recharging. So this is the script, what it's doing, that the programmable block, or one of the, this one, and then the other one is called power. I don't know what it's called, but we can check. Programmable block, and is this one built? It should be, right? Does it list the gyroscope, even though this is this ship refueler? Ah, the computer. Okay, that was Microminer. Doesn't. Peco power. There we go. And then we have the programmable. This one. Peco. Cargo script. There we go. The battery's fully depleted in 20 minutes, which makes no sense. Why are you not showing my batteries anymore? Toggle block, show block in terminal. Because it's not called BAT. It's called Peco power. So there we go. This one depleted in 5 hours. Yeah, it need to build up some power before we can use it properly. In the meantime, let's recolor it. So I kind of like the color scheme that I picked for this stuff. So let's see, shift, yes. Is this all? No, still more on this side. There we go. Of course, that's not the color scheme we're going to be keeping. We are, wait, that was, some blocks is going to be like this instead. So flashing green light means that the cargo on this vehicle is empty, which means it can accept cargo. It's connected, yeah. There. No. Oh, okay then. Wasn't really wanting the drills to be yellow, but I guess it works. Okay, we color the seat as well. I guess that works too. So how would this look? No. How if we take this black instead of the shiny black? Does that look better? It does a bit. There we go, and then this one. And the top engines. Doesn't really tell you much difference because they're blocked by armor blocks. And these are supposed to be colored. Okay. You're gonna be weird about it. Give me a paint gun and give me paint cartridges. Give me 500. Take the paint gun. Take those. Character tools, paint gun. Okay, let's see, left deep paint mode, scroll cycle color slot, shift scroll, shift P. There. Why can't we get to that one? Just need to get to that one. There we go. Paint this battery black. A little bit worn as well. Okay. Now I put stuff away. We don't need a paint gun anymore. Keep that. Oh, it went over here. Excellent. Now that works. Paint gun we put down here. There we go. So now we're ready for this one to, once it's fully charged, it should be able to go crap. There's one thing I didn't do here that's supposed to pick a power, pick a batteries. Setting them on recharge. Otherwise nothing is ever going to happen. Yep, that's it. So let's look, what are we short on in terms of resources? We're short on magnesium for one. We have no more silver, so let's go and get some magnesium. And then we can go mine for real with the device. With our little... Hey Finden, yeah, I just finished my Peco miner, as I call it. Just being recharged at the moment, so gonna pick up some resources by hand for now. I guess we can build a Gatling turret as we wait for the miner to recharge a little bit more. There we go. How are you doing? Oh, one thing we can do while we wait here is actually we can turn off the engines. We don't need to have them draining the power. That's just silly. Okay, one more trip back here, getting the last of magnesium. And then we build Gatling turrets. Iron 1000, nickel 128, magnesium 77. Iron, nickel. Yeah, it's the magnesium that is holding us up. But hopefully we will get enough from those. If not, we keep getting more. With the yield upgrades to the refinery, we should be getting better results. Let's check it when we get back what the bonus of yield is. Whoa. So, Fendon, when are you ready for us to do this together? What is a good time for you? Don't need a stone. There. I get confused and turn around every now and then. So I don't know if you saw that, but I moved the survival shuttle back to the mountain base. Yes, I wouldn't have to worry about it. And your production line is just ammo, right? So we have that there. According to my drawing, let's grab, not from there, from here. That, how much do we need, what do we need to build those things? It's interior plates, so let's grab 100 of those as well. So, how is it? It's going to be there, right? That one is one below. That's okay. Okay, so we're going to have those 6, and then we're going to have there. There we go. The big Gatlings, they need a little bit of space around them to function properly. There. Okay. So get rid of what we have and make space for what we need. Which means that that tower has to come down, but not quite yet. Okay, good. This is, it's going to be blocky, but I can put some, I like to call it nernies, which is a term I learned way back in the 90s when I was actually trying to learn to do 3D graphics. And basically it is just stuff, fills no purpose, just makes it look more real and organic. Like if you look at a building, it's not just a square box, it has things protruding every now and then, or but not just because it looks cool, but because it actually functions. Like you have the drain pipes, you have the power box, you have something. So, yeah, that's good. Of course, here I don't need to build stuff that isn't functional. Still need it to look nice though. Really? I'm out of construction components? Well, how about that? So I am. Place an order for another 1,000, please. And there we have 200 units of... There. How we're looking here. Now in that... Still got 6.53 thousand. We need a little bit more silicon, more gold, definitely more silver. Magnesium and cobalt. Oh, we're out of cobalt. How about that? Sometimes that image disappears, so you have to shift from building to... why would I need bulletproof glass? Yeah, why would I need bulletproof glass? Oh, the spotlight. Okay. There you go. We have everything else. We have the engines, motors, things, glass, blah, 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 blah. Good. Really don't need it, but we can put it on anyway. There we go. How are you doing, power-wise? It's not auto, it's supposed to be recharge. So why are you going to forced auto? It's such a silly word. There, recharge. The idea is that you are going to recharge, so this one has a lot of power, so I can play with it. Mine asteroids, no, mine resources and whatnot. Still need a few more.
Fuel low.
Oh,
Critical.
fuel out. There we go, a little bit more here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Instinct atmospheric frigate. But it's heading out. Good, good, good. Okay. Now that is all hooked up. Yes. So we go Gatling turret, right? Yes. So we build that. What's this? Navigation console. So we need dump what we have. So we need. I'm gonna place 6. So 1, 2. That's how we start. We do the display on the inside. And then we change this to 800. Turn off idle movement. You should already have bullets inside, right? You don't. Why don't you have bullets? I made bullets for you. I don't like the color combination on that one. It's going to be a little bit battered. And let's see, where is the... that one. So we're going to keep the yellow, but it's going to be this one instead. There. Looks a bit battered. Yep. So that's one. Again, you don't have any ammo. Alright. You're not hooked up to the below. To the below. Which we can sort out easily by just connecting one here. Number 5. Now you should have ammo, right? There we go. So that's one, and then we do one over here, because we do have already on the front. Like so. Oh, still have to go inside and turn off. Increase the range. 800. Idle moments off. So that's good. That's nice. That's useful. Full recharge, charging back up. Okay, you should definitely have enough now. So we put you at auto, turn on the engines, take off. So we have 53 minutes. So what is that we need first? We're okay. Let's do the... Where is the AG? Which is the... We have AG1 there, and we're AG over there. So that AG is too far away. AG... There we go. So we turn that off. So let's see, number 4 is turning off those thruster that will cause me to stop. Basically, I just have thrusters to keep me afloat. That way I'm saving power in the batteries. And we're going to go for the silver first, because we had none. Could have taken cobalt as well, but let's start with this one. So the drills are set up instead of, let me show you, instead of going here to groups or blocks, I use the block tools and just move it down. That way you can use your left or right mouse button to activate it. I can still... No, I cannot. So that's good for automatically, or for, you know, clearing out resources you don't need. Like in this case, I basically just want the silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my right mouse button to clear out the stuff around it. And we're going to turn on those two, which is the sorter and ejectors. That way I will be able to get rid of all the stone. It's just going to fall back down in here. And because when it's empty, I can basically almost tilt it straight down, which is, or in any direction I want. It's quite maneuverable, so it's good to make these large holes to get down into. Just need to tilt it a little bit forward, that is, not sideways. I don't know why when you turn sideways it also wants to rotate. You know, to me that's a very annoying way of moving about. But I guess, you know, it is what it's supposed to be doing. I guess that's the standard way for this to happen. I don't know. See the green lights flashing at the back? Yeah. That shows us that the inventory is empty. And this bad boy is, as ugly as it is capable of moving about with a full load in the 3 inventory. It's a medium-sized inventories. And, okay, there we got to the silver. And also in the drills. So now we just need to clear out a little bit of space around here before we start drilling the silver. And then we switch to the left mouse button and we start drilling. And it starts ejecting the stone, because we don't want that. Basically just want the silver. Now, a steady green light means that there are stuff in the inventory that this one detects, which is the cargo containers. And it's gradually going from green to red. It's supposed to anyway. Looks like it's getting more yellow now. It's good. So this one weighs nearly 50,000 when it's empty. Now the lights are red, but not flashing red, so we still have some space. You can also see the drill indicator, which is above the control panels at the bottom. It basically shows you how much is in the drills. And they go up and down because, they get the resources and then they pump it over into the cargo hold. But once it stops doing that, then you know that the cargo hold is full. This one is set up in such a configuration that it should be able to drill straight in and not harm any blocks. So if you go in a straight line, it should make enough of an opening for you to fly in as well. Okay, now the lights are flashing, which means inventory is full. So rest that's being filled up now is the drills. And we're still ejecting all the crappy stone. It's a very useful tool. You don't really need it as such because like I'm doing now is I'm drilling so I can see when the drills are full by looking at the meter above the control panels. Just clear out a little bit space above so we can easier see what we're doing. Right clicking, or holding the right mouse button. Yeah, we might be wasting some of the silver, but that's okay because we have enough here. And we all know that there is at least one more silver while it's far away. It's still there. Also, this ship is great. With the cargo capacity it has, each cargo can hold 3150, I think, liters, which is not a bad number. And if you do the acquisition quests over at the altar base that we have close by, or I do it because I don't know where you have them, which base you have close by when you're playing in your game, but doing that quest for them or contracts. Okay, so now the ship is completely full of silver, except the cockpit because the cockpit isn't hooked up anywhere. But yeah, 3327, and then the miner connector, and then the drills. It's also full. Almost. This one is not completely full, so we give it a little bit more. There, should be enough. And that gives you the money that you need for if you want to purchase stuff. Okay, here we go. A full load, and it's still kind of agile. Once we get closer to the base, I can show you how it reacts to tilting and stuff. But it weighs 95,000 kilos at this time, so it's basically an increase of 45,000 just in resources. So just want to slow down to a stop. I want to have a little bit of altitude when I do this. So tilting forward before gravity takes over. Can still do a lot of tilting. There. It's quite an angle, which is good. And then when we take the rolls into account, it's slow. Well, it's not. You just have to press the button. It can roll slightly, quite a lot, but not too much, but enough for you to be able to adjust without it tipping over. And then tilting upwards, not too much before but you almost lose the horizon, so that's good. It is. I'm happy with the ship because, you know, I'm not the best at building ships, but this one I'm happy with because it functions well enough. And then when you come in for your connection, just press F5 and you can see what's underneath. You see the crosshairs and the horizontal line. Just make sure they are lined up properly, like in a straight line. Then you know you're flying straight. And then just bring it slightly ahead of where you need to park. I'm tilting slightly, so we adjust that, and then we bring it down and connect F, and now we're offloading. Supposed to offload, but we seem to be loading instead. Why are we loading up resources? We're not supposed to. The connector is connected. Because we were connecting before. Turn off the engines. We are locked in place. Turn off those things. Batteries are set to recharge. So why aren't the resources coming out? Something is not right here. Wait, did this take damage? It is green all the way. Ah, this one. It also took some damage. Now it should have emptied out. Let's look at the refinery. Refinery. There we go. Yep. So just a little bit of damage. No problem though. The full auto silver. It's going to keep it busy for a while. Sleeping, getting out, changing the GPS from AG18 to Cobalt 186. Where is the Cobalt 186? Over there. You set you to that. Grab some cobalt. Turning off the navigational thrusters so we can coast. Save a bit of power. We just bypass some cobalt nearby. It's okay. We will get to it. The braking thrusts, which are on the side here, on either side, those are the ones that I turned off. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just see that my ship still has some stuff in it. You're not supposed to have stuff. You're supposed to be offloaded. Let's see if the top one is hooked up. The problem with this was that I don't have a dedicated container for ore. So that's why I didn't empty it out. But that's no problem, we can sort that out. We go to Peco, and on this side we have ingots, which is this one, and we just move to here. By clicking at the inventory on this side that we want to transfer to, it will do it for you. And then it will automatically go into the refinery. Oh, speaking of, let's check the refinery. So productivity 200, effectiveness 168, which means that we get twice the amount of resources. Right? We have 3 yield modules, 1 speed module. So that's good. Yeah, excellent. And we unlock, take off. Now at 48 we're empty. Lights are flashing green. So let's go get some cobalt. So after the cobalt we need silicon, so we can turn on that brake. That was the silver, and then we get the cobalt here. Let's build some, we already have a programmable block, so let's just build a, whatchamacallit, some displays to show us what we have, right? This is probably not ideal to tilt this much, but we just do it to get down there. Once we're down, we can sort out the angle. So yeah, we build some displays, and then from that we should be able to see what we're missing at quite of a fairly easily and quickly. So now we're closing in on the cobalt. Let's level out a bit. Make a bigger hole. Activate the ejector and sorter. The ejectors are small, so they can only eject a certain amount per cycle or things like that. So that's why I placed 3 on either side, to be able to function quicker. or eject stuff quicker. As you probably hear, I'm banging into the walls of this little cave. And I try... Shit! What did I lose? I wasn't supposed to lose anything. This protection that I put in place were supposed to protect me. Something blew up. I lost an engine there. It's not a big deal. I mean, yes, it is serious in a way, but the engine that I lost isn't what's going to keep me afloat. It's just going to boost me forward. So, not a major catastrophe, just a small one. Yeah, take it easy. Just like in Minecraft, you should never dig straight down. You should always leave yourself at an angle. Makes it easier to come in and out. Cobalt is straight below. I can see it. It's good. Let's clear out this space around here. So we can access it. Hang on. We have 2 thrusters down. Yeah, I don't have enough resources for that. So just have to be extra careful in the future. Nothing wrong with the ship, just with my piloting skills. Okay, now let's get the cobalt. Shouldn't take too long to fill it up. Cobalt are relatively big chunks when you get them. So it should be quicker than silver at least. I don't know about magnesium, but I think because it's quicker to refine as well. See, the cargo is already full, almost. And now the drills are filling up. Come on. A little bit of stone there. Nothing to worry about. Okay. Just extra measure. I want to be able to get out of here without damaging this one even more. Not quite full. I'm at 91,000. Should be 95 if I'm completely full, I think. And that doesn't help much. Okay. We're at the surface, just clearing out a little bit of stuff here. Oops. Where's the base? There. Okie dokie. Limping home with slight damage. So we have plenty of cobalt. I think we can bring in like 30,000 units per fully loaded ship, which is pretty good in my book. The braking power on this one at full speed and fully loaded, level flight, I think it's like close to a kilometer. So just keep that in mind. Don't get close to your base too quickly, or you might crash into it. Line up here on the black, which is the center line. Right? And then this one. There we go. Ready, off. So what we need is possibly more of this, and we need one more thruster. So we grab, it's going to be a small one, number 7. And there we go. 7. Ah crap, now I have to add this to the list. So we select this one to be off for now. Again, I pressed the wrong button to turn it off. Turn off the build vision, which I don't need to do. This is Peco thrust. Peco thrust. Okay, so all thrusters, including this one, save. And this one is off terminal. Everything is off. On, off. It's not a brake thrust, so good. We need to put on more blocks to protect it. Let's 20 blocks should do it. Sorry, number 4. Wait, it's not that one. Turn off, turn off, turn off. This one. Probably could do with a bit of that one down here. And this one. Can't really put anything to block that. Well, we can actually put it here. Such. Offers a little bit of protection there, and we can do it on the same on this side. I could use heavy armor block, however I prefer not to have to do that. It just add a bit too much weight to the ship, even though it can probably handle it. I prefer not to test that out. I just have to be more careful about my flying. That's it. And how did we do it on this side? We put him back here. Basically, it was... We can actually do one more of this here. We could close in this entire section. Make it look even more blocky. Let's not do that. Okay, we needed more. Yeah. Is that how it looks on this side? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, slightly better protection. Now for displays. Wait, we start this one, programmable block. Edit data. We go to browse scripts. And automatic LCD 2. Copy to editor. Check the code. and OK. LCD, we'd use the standard LCD panels. We need bulletproof glass. Can you make 100? No, you cannot. Okay. You're still loaded because we don't have a container. So Peco. Are we empty now? Yes, good. So we set up silicon? No, we did not. We go to silicon. There. I wish it wouldn't zoom out as much, as I've probably said that before. Once you undock from a base, you're zoomed out because as you dock up with the base, your ship sort of becomes one with the base, so you'll be able to see everything. I just wish it wouldn't do that. So the silicon is here, right? So, and the nickel. What if we go this way? And go straight in. With a slight downward angle. Much better. The thing about the automated, well, all or most scripts comes with a description on how to use them in the script, or there is a web page that gives you all the information you need. I'm always having some issues with setting up the script, but I think I remember how I did it last time. So it displays what I want. Could be wrong. Oh, here we go. But 80,000 almost, which I assume is, I can see the reflection of the cargo lights. So the cargo hold is full and the drill is getting full. Just a little bit more, I think. 94. Yeah, should be full now. Could put a camera at the back. can do is actually turn around slowly. Don't want to damage the ship again. Just to see which direction to go. And we make it a little bit bigger. I'm sure this one could work in space as well. Just need to close your helmet and make sure you're carrying extra oxygen tanks in your inventory, which shouldn't be an issue. Or you can probably replace it with a cockpit. Cockpit will be slightly higher though, so not sure how, because the batteries are at the base of this along with the pipes or the connectors, conveyor belts, conveyor tubes. So should work though. Since the latest update introduced a small oh, it's nice. Small hydrogen tanks. You can put that in. Space-wise, if you fill up the same amount of space for a small hydrogen tank or for a large hydrogen tank with a bunch of small, you actually gain more hydrogen. So the small hydrogen tanks are more efficient than the large ones. Granted, you probably need more because, you do need more, but the positive thing about that is, of course, that the small tanks is 1 by 1 by 2, I think. Whoa, that was really a lot of power needed to turn. Yeah. I wonder if some of my batteries have taken damage as well. Looks like they might have, and I'm down to 2 minutes of power left, which is definitely not a good thing. So won't be getting any iron or anything at this for a while. Just putting it in here. There. So what's the holdup? Silicon first. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4. LCD TL. LCD TR. LCD BL, and this is just temporary name I'm putting in them, LCD BR. So now an LCD, if we go and look at the script, it tells you the LCD tag needs LCD, right? And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the name on my LCDs. We could have done it over there, but I want to do it over here so I can see it. So type LCD. This one, the bottom left, is going to be component, right? And custom data is going to be inventory. I think minus or. I think that's the way to do it. There. It doesn't really work. It's not. It doesn't show what I wanted to show. So we select the display. So is it? No. Okay. Like that, maybe. Gives it a few moments to let it. Nope, still wrong. Oh wait, let's do it like this. Component. Let's remove this one. No? So that one? Again, I could have done this over there, but you know, I'm weird. So this is item quarters list. Don't really use that too much. Yeah, this is not what I need to look at. Going back up here. Added NB no bars and then no numbers and then B blah blah blah. No. Previous updates. Look at the change. Customize these. Use this tag. I don't want to change these. So what I have to do is I have to go to internet and go to mm2 cargo, no, script, there, we had it. Cargo manage, is it? No, automatic LCDs too, there we go. It's a very big list that we need to look through. Or I don't really need to look through all of it. It's cargo. Is that the one? Command cargo, excluding use space, specified cargo containers. Only from cargo container. Use cargo. No, it's not the cargo. It's the inventory. Here we go. Inventory. Command inventory. Oh, I didn't do that. Yes, I did. Command inventory. Command inventory component. But it also shows ingot, which is what we don't want. So we have to go up here, minus ingot. And then it screws up. Because why? Plus component minus ingot. I know I've been able to get this sorted before. It's not like, I mean, I could name it after my container, but I want to know all of the items available on throughout the entire base. How about this minus ingot? Is that something working? Yes, perfect. So now we change the colors that I like, which is not how to do it. It's 0. It's 200. And it's 255. Okay, good. Font size is 0.8. I think that one will fit everything in. But this one shows OR, which is again not what it's supposed to do. 0. Ah. Why? Is this the one that's supposed to be 100? Component minus ingot. No, stop it. Minus OR. Doesn't work. Okay, this one. I'm trying to... Why can't you access this one? This is power. LCD, custom data, power. That's it. Doesn't need to do anything else. It tells you all the things you need to know. And this one we have green back, red text on light blue background. No, that's ugly. No, that's ugly. Black. And we can have font size to be 1.2, I think. So it tells me everything I need to know in terms of power. I really wish that this one would show me what I wanted to show. Arguments. Is it just the word ingot? No, it needs to command word it. Inventory. Plus ingot minus OR. No. Component. Nothing. Why isn't it working? Let's try it this way then. Minus ore minus ingots. Oh. Star. No? Okay. So star plus all minus ore minus ingot. So let's replace this with component. There. So it's slightly too big at 0.8, so 0.75. Should fit everything in, right? Yeah. Not quite. So 0.7. Okay, so that's how I do it. 0.7. And this one is the same. We go here and we copy this one just for fun. This one is supposed to be LCD. So this is ingot. Ingot. And this one shows the ore at the end as well, which is okay. So 0.8 I think is a good one. Yep. Oh, that's an ugly one. That's an ugly one. How about yellow? Nope. Black text. It's not quite black though, is it? No, it's not. Can we get that one is easy to read, isn't it? So which is the color combination we have here? We have, so we do 180, 250, 180. Yep. Component is 180, and this one are all 0. This one is also there. And then we have the power 180. Then the last one, I have no idea. Well, actually, that one is going to be tanks. Custom data, tank. We don't have any at the moment, but once we do, where's it amount? And then we can have amount, probably spelled with just one M. Okay, so this one would also show us the Gatling turrets, how much ammo is in each turret, how much is in the tanks. So now we have a full list of things we can see. So we have 48 tons of cobalt, 48 tons of silicon, 33 tons of silver ore, and the components we have over here. You can build this up, so I guess what I could do is maybe make 4 displays for this one to make it pop, make it bigger. But that's overkill for me. So we have 4.2 iron, so we can get more. Those numbers at the end here, out of 12,000, 45,000, is what the script in its default state is suggesting that you have. And also these numbers here is also what the script suggests that you have in storage. So let's see, that's still full. Let's go to Peco. And we go base ingot, right? There we go. And the good thing about this way, even though it took me a while to figure it out, is it takes everything into account that is connected. So even if I have the resources in here, it takes it into account. If I were to like name it after, like use this base ingot, then it will only go for what's inside there. I don't want that. I want this to display what I have available throughout the system, because sometimes things are in here, things are in here. So we don't want that to be too difficult. How much steel plate do we have? 830, that's good. But we're gonna build turbine. We don't need these stackable ones. We can go with these. So that's interior plate. So let's get rid of that. I'm gonna take another 100 of those and 100. That's 10. Take 100 of those and 100 of those. What I'm going to do is this the battered material? No, it's not, isn't it? I don't know which color to go for. Battered yellow is nice. And let's go with that. And you can also turn it if you want the batter to be seen from a certain angle. So that's where we're going to have one tower. That's where we're going to have another Gatling gun. Just do this for now. Come on. Well, the sun is setting already. Okay, now we built that around. So where are we going to put these? Number 7 on the list. Well, let's do it on this side since this side seems to be more available. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in, so we're at the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Which leaves it 3 there. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Only leaves it 2. Something is not kosher. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. Yeah, it's supposed to be there. Yep, it's right. So these should be able to provide enough power once I bring that tower down. Which is great. Still need more. Excellent. Do we have enough? No, we do not. So we grab enough for 1. Okay. There. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Good. Slice to pieces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Supposed to be here. So let's do this. Okay. Probably get some from here. A bit of lag going on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6, and now we're going to have 8. So it's an improvement, I would say. One, 2, 3. Okay, you can stop lagging now. Are we really out of motors again? Yep. Give me 500 motors, please. There we go. doesn't quite provide 400 units. Could be because they are too close together. This one does. And I think, I actually don't know which one it is. It's probably the top one though. Okay, coming here. That one's getting close. I guess we can take it. Get rid of the pole. There we go. And then we're going to get rid of this turret here. Okay. I think I will leave the front and back open so it's easier to fly in, like more of a gliding approach. Don't need to carry the ammo. We can replenish our this one. That was the wrong thing to take. Put it back, grab that one, and then we do this. Give me power. There we go. And now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 Gatling. One, 2, 3. Okay. Go there. Yes. That side is defended. Off idle movement, there we go. Ow. Excellent. Good. And the last one over here. I now feel more secure at the base, which is a good thing. You should feel secure. And this is Gatling turret, Gatling northeast, right? Or is it southeast? Yeah, it's southeast. And this is southwest. Southwest. And I would make this Gatling west, I guess. Not quite. West? Yeah. Okay, I can sort that out. Oh, we can check over here on our new displays that will tell us that the Gatling turrets each have 12 clips. Southeast, west, southwest. Ooh, there is one more display that would be nice to have. Actually, you place it there, and it's damage. I don't know if it works in this script. Probably not. I don't know what this is. Peco miner base component. Right? It's gone, right? Base component. Yeah. Okay, so it works. This is to tell you if if there's something damaged. So one of the battery on the thingy is broken. So this one should probably be a red color because that makes more sense. You can have it on a slightly... No, we just leave it black. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So it's good. Ingot LCD is damaged. There. What else? Peco power and thrusters. What else? The yield modules. Yeah, when stuff fell on it, it did take some damage. Another thruster is damaged, and batteries. Just not damaged, just don't weld it up properly, I guess. Still one power source. Could it be one of the batteries in the back? That one has full. Oh, that's the one. Now it's just down to one thruster. It doesn't show. That's the one. Ta-da! No damage blocks found. Awesome. So yeah, it's been 3 hours. I will end the session here. I will do some more. I will throw in some lighting. I did download a mod that is, if you look at the interior, you have these that has with a light on top. So if I were to, for example, remove this block, and then I place this one down, just make sure it's the right color. It has a light on it. And we take this one and we increase the radius on the light source and increase the intensity as well, up to 5 I think is the highest. Yep. So can place them every now and then to light up the base. That way you don't have to place an extra block on it because it's already built in. Just need one more of those things. There we go. Nice, isn't it? So yeah, this is for today done. I'm going to keep adding more resources. I have access to everything. I actually did find gold over there in on that side of the lake, which is good. So the only thing I'm missing is plutonium and uranium. And I got all the rest. It's good. Kind of tricky to see them like this, the displays. But imagine you're sitting in this ship and you're just turning your head. You can not make out anything because it's too far away. But yeah, it's good enough. It works. I still haven't decided what to do on the other side or do anything else. I will build a hydrogen tank here, and I will build a storage container for ore here, so I don't have to manually remove it. It automatically gets deducted into here, and then the refiner will sort it out. And I will put more modules on this one. This one currently have 2 speed modules. I will put power efficiency modules. Speaking of power efficiency, let's check how we're doing. 4 hours, 4 hours. Actually, why are we looking there? We have the battery display here. So turbines bring in 2.6 megawatts. Output is 1.2. So, which is good, right? Means that even with, well, the assembly isn't running, but we're making more power than we spend. Just need to get the hydrogen tank in here on this list, and then we're ready to go. I will see if I can actually extend this. I think I can. That way I can increase the size of the text so it's easier to see. But that should actually be this one. This one I don't need to see from the ship. So I will probably replace these two. So I will take this display here, which is inventory star ingot. This will be inventory star component. And this would be inventory star, ingot, and that will be 0.8. This would be 0.7. And again, if I extend this to down here and move possibly this one to over here, we don't need to see that one. We can get that sorted. Yeah, I'll figure it out. So that's it. Today's episode is now complete. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.